Hey, Decide Your Destiny crew, Carl Spirides here. Thanks for joining me for another Decide Your Destiny daily dose. Decide your destiny day by day. Decide to not just win the day, to rather win the decade. Look at it as compound interest. Each day you tick off 5 main things that create your vision. You tick off the main elements that are required for you to write that book, to build your business, to have a sustaining, loving family, to complete your house. Whatever the things are, just chip away at it day by day. This philosophy is something that's so crucial when we have such grand objectives and goals to achieve, and we just want to be able to dedicate, I've got a 4-hour sprint, I can just finish it all then, or I can just do it all then. But it's important to realize that in such a busy world, and a world where so many things are vying for our attention, it's taken away and carving out time day by day to put into those goals that we have, those visions, those projects that we want to complete is so essential, because that's going to, give us so much more investment back. It's going to, our compound interest on our achievements is going to be astronomical. And it's kind of like that saying where I think it's, we overthink what we can do, overestimate what we can do in a year and underestimate what we can do in 5 years, So once you start bringing that daily effort, that daily achievement, all these other forces start to pull into your space. You start to get help, you start to get more people interested in what you're doing, and it compounds and compounds. So that's the beauty of it. And to the person over my right shoulder, my grandfather, he would use this philosophy when he built his first house, and he built a house, and where he built it was very against the grain for his time. It was where there was no sewage line, and no one had built the house all the way out at Cronulla, and it was very against the norm and not fitting in with the status quo. But he knew that if he just chipped away day after day, every time he could put into it, eventually he would have his house. And that compound interest now allows his wife to still live in that beautiful house and still call it home, and still go into the lounge room and think of him and think of what he's created and smile and be so happy about it. And another thing is, he would every morning and talk about kind of farming and putting water down in the farm, and actually caring for your crops and giving nutrients to your crops every single day. In relationships, things can get stagnant, they can get stale, they can get challenging, they can get, things can come into play, and it can be a very tumultuous time if you don't put in that time and energy and create space to keep building on your relationship. My grandfather, what he did is that every single morning of his life, he would get up and he would make my grandmother breakfast in bed, and he would do that every morning, and it was his daily routine, a part of his daily routine. Now, can you imagine what sort of relationship they had for 66 years of their life? Amazing relationship, incredible relationship. They were best friends. They were the counterpart that they could confide everything in. They did everything with. They were always there for one another, and they spent time, and they were able to spend time apart. They were able to be in different parts of the house and be totally okay, and knowing that other person, that other energy is around them. So putting in that daily effort, seeing what you can create in a decade, rather than just winning this day and then going into relapse the next day. Just focus on that long-term mission, that long-term goal, and you will get to your achievements, and you will feel so much more elated with what you can create than what you can't. Anyway, guys, I hope you enjoyed that one. Share it around with anyone who maybe is getting frustrated. I know I definitely have this personality type where I want to complete it all in one day, when I want to build Rome in one day, but it took brick by brick. So share this around with anyone who is struggling with patience, trying to build Rome in one day. Give us a thumbs up. Subscribe if you want to see more inspirational videos just like this. And as always, guys, remember, decide your destiny. Cheers.